successes in the markets have come from short-term trading or more what could be called position trading, trend following?
My main successes in the markets, I've made and lost a lot of money twice. And my biggest gains have always come when I've concentrated a lot of money in the right sector. I think they call it asset allocation. So, you know, I've been heavily concentrated in one area, and in this case, gold and junior mining stocks, junior gold mining stocks. You know, I put a lot of money and a lot of investment in that sector, and the sector just took off. Similarly, when I've made my biggest losses, it's because I've had all my eggs in one basket. So it works for you on the way up and it works against you on the way down. So I think asset allocation is the most important thing. You know, I think I wrote this in an article this week. Gold mining stocks, the large caps, are down by 78% from high to low. The juniors are down by 85%. The small caps, most of them have just gone to zero. Now, but that preceded an incredible bull market. But, you know, there's no way that you're going to, for you to recover that 80% loss, that stock's got to go up like 10 times, 15 times. It just doesn't happen. It does happen, but, you know, once every half a generation or something, you get a bull market like that. So, you know, if you'd got out of gold in 2011, beginning of 2011, and you just put the money into London property or stock markets or something like that, then you would have locked in all your gains, and then you would have enjoyed further gains. So the answer is find a bull market and go long. Everyone's a genius in a bull market. And if it's a bear market and you haven't got out at the very top, doesn't matter, get out. And don't get out until it's a bull market again. And maybe it'll reverse tomorrow and you miss the low and you're a mug. But then it could also go down by 75% like those junior miners. So find a bull market and go long. And if it's a bear market, get out. And you can have your own definition about what's a bull market or what's a bear market. It's almost the same question you should ask yourself about any of your long-term investments. Is it a bull market? If it isn't, why are you bothering with it?
You like making micro, medium term calls, but your calls haven't always been good. Not only about stocks, but also precious metals. What are you going to say to that?
I was late to get out of gold. I think my macro calls are actually pretty good on the whole. I was late to get out of gold. April, when it went through 15, I had 1500 as my line in the sand, and I'd always said if it goes below 1500, I'm out. And then went below 1500, and I thought, oh, I'll wait for it to bounce back. It never did. That was my big mistake, April 2013. And if I'd followed my own rules, then I would have got that call right. But on other stuff, I'm not bad. My Forex calls aren't bad. Because again, I say, like the pound was at 170 against the US dollar. And I said if it goes above 171, it could go all the way to $2. But if it stops at 171, then it's going to go back to 150. Now, the problem is, the guy who writes the headlines for money, I don't write the headlines. The guy who wrote the headlines wrote, the pound's going to $2. So everyone goes, you said the pound was going to $2. And he wrote the headlines because he wanted to get people to read. But actually, what I said was, if it goes above 171 and stays above 171, it will go to $2. But it didn't stay. It got to 171 and it stopped. So people think my calls are a lot worse than they are. The other thing is you have to write an article every week. And again, the more you write, the more you say, the more you're going to say that's wrong. So, you know, there's a difference. Like I say, there's this difference between your trading and your writing. But gold, I was, you know, but people say that I've made some amazingly precise calls. I'm going to defend myself. Often I've said it will go to this number, and I've said to a very number it will go to, and it's gone to that number. So, you know, sometimes I'm wildly wrong, and sometimes I'm pretty good. But I always say, when I do make a call, manage your risk, because if you're wrong, know when you're going to get out.